Scorpio, welcome to my channel. Come on in. I'm all excited to do your reading this week. If you can't tell, come on in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Come on in. My higher vibrationals, absolutely. Come on in. Yeah, we're gonna find out what's in the cards for you these next couple weeks, eh? Alrighty, I've already called in everybody's ascended masters, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all of that to come in. So we have that finished now. I'm just going to start pulling the vibe here. I do want to talk about a couple little things real quickly as I'm shuffling. Um, know that there are scammers about. If anybody contacts you saying that they're me, know that it's a scam. I will never contact you, right? If you would like a personal reading, my information is on my page, my email. We can chit chat. And if you do decide to have a personal reading, cool, then we will set that up and make it happen, Captain, right? So, anywho, if anybody does, block them, delete them. Report them, whatever you got to do to get rid of them, right? So, anywho, yeah, if you like these kinds of messages, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, right? Help a girl out and tickle that little notification bell, right? That way you know when my readings come out because I'm not out every single day like other tarot readers, right? And that way, if you're at work and you get a notification, oh, cool, Heidi on Third Eye Awakening just did her Scorpio reading. I have something to watch tonight when I get out of work. So, yeah, hit that notification bell for me. All right, we just got 3 of them. Rain and fecundity. Yeah, something in the past. I'm feeling a very sad kind of a rainstorm kind of hanging over you. Endurance and rock. I like it. My higher vibrationals, you're like the tree growing out of the rock, right? You know, coming back from the storm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking your word and voice, this is going to be crowning you for a few weeks anyway. Speaking your truth, standing in it, right? Um, like I remember my voice was never heard, ever heard. It was always shunned, stopped, ignored, refused, denied, whatever the fuck. And now this is why I have a channel, because now people can actually hear me, you know, for the first time in my life. So anyway, maybe there's something in that for you. Maybe you're using your voice more than usual or something, or you know, either way, you're standing in it. I like it. I like it. Card down. Hold on. I have time. Something about time and discipline. This is the Hope, Fear, Challenge, and Homework. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Yeah, come on in. We're going to get down. We're going to see what's going on. Yeah. All right, one more card and we can move on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching me from. Comfort and home. I'm feeling stability, happiness, contentment. You know, I really like that for the Scorp. So that's where we're starting with. I like that. I'm sorry, it's very hot. I'm sweating. I'm thinking about putting my AC on. It's early and I'm thinking about putting it on. I might. It's a hot one. All right, so I'm moving over to my handy dandy homemade oracle. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hey, yo. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to see what comes out for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Noders. If you're a South Noder and you're in a low vibing kind of energy, just know that we could be talking about you in this reading. So I don't want to hear it in the comments because the truth hurts or whatever that is. You know, Scorpios usually can take it, right? We've been through it. We can usually take a little bit more than others. First one that came out is Antique. Yeah, thank you. I just painted the green because when I got my background, it was like really dull. I know it's supposed to look like a fog, but I had to paint it and bring the green out so there was some color. But anywho, yeah, something's getting old. The storms, the rain, the sadness, the emptiness maybe. right? It's getting old. You're ready to move on. You're like a tree growing out of a rock, right? Some of you have that willpower, right? I like that. Thank you, Spirit, because Scorpios, when they come into it and they get focused, right? We get focused on something. That's it. That's what we're focused on. Nothing's going to stop. You know what I mean? So maybe there's something in that for you. I don't know. Workaholic. Somebody around you could be a workaholic, working too much, working on something. But then again, with the endurance and rock, I like it because workaholic, you're working on your endurance. That's what makes you stronger. Yeah. All right. That's cool. That's cool. But something's getting old, man. Something's old. And if it's the energies that have been following you around for all these years and months and whatever, it is getting old in the readings even. So trust me, I see it, I know it, I feel it. It is getting fucking old. But technically, maybe you have an antique car or you're into antiquing, you know, something like that. What's crowning you? Good omen. Right on, Scorpio. This is crowning you. And check it out. Speaking your voice, my higher vibrationals, you're in a good omen doing what you're doing, right? There's something good about that around you. Okay. Ooh, okay. When I get a bunch like that, I take the first one that hits the table. So, well versed. Somebody is well versed. This is the Hope Fear Challenge and homework, right? Discipline and well versed. Okay, I like it. Somebody knows they could be poised, right? Stealth mode. I'm getting like an owl kind of vibe here. Owls are known for wisdom and truth and poised and stealth mode, right? So something about that maybe. Compensated. Somebody wants to be compensated around the home. Hi there, everybody. Hi. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Comfort, health, stability, compensated. Something about that. Alrighty, I'm going to use my Herb Crafters Tarot deck today. I like this deck. I think a lot of you will like it as well. I use it every so often, so it's not really that new on my channel. All right, so show me what I need to see, Spirit. I do have a new oracle I'm going to be pulling out at the end of the reading. It's called my Forest Elf Oracle. And so far, so good. I really like this deck. I might be incorporating it more often. So we'll see what comes out for you. This one, very level. 10 of water down and 7 of oak. All right. Yeah. Well, we have the tree growing out of the rock. We have the workaholic card, right? And then we have the 7 of earth. Now, oak trees are very solid, right? They're very in the ground, right? They can withstand the storms, right? There's knowledge in there, right? Researching. Some of you may be researching, right? The 10 of water down is not a happy home. But on the other end of the reading, we have the comfort, happy. I'm feeling happy vibes, whatever that is. All right. I need a bunch of cards, Spirit. Show me what I need to see. 8 of air down. 4 of earth. Yeah. Speaking your word right now, Scorpio, I think is making you even feel better. It could be very healing, right? There could be a sense of freedom or something, feeling better, right? That kind of thing. If it feels like it's for you, Kathy, it is. You know, just know it. If you feel it, just know it. All right, but there's a good omen over that for you. 4 of earth, the willow. Yeah, well-versed, discipline in time. Somebody's really, they're really working on things. This workaholic thing is you know, prevalent for some of you, but this is about saving money, maybe holding on, hope, fear, challenged, and homework, right? Somebody's well versed. They know what they're talking about. I feel like they're intelligent. You're intelligent, you know, open to receive and doing research. I like it. I like it a lot for Scorpios. I have a great collective here of Scorpios that follow me. I really dig all of you. I just want you to know that, because your cards, you've come far. You've come far. I've been reading you for, you know, how many years now? I'm sorry, I'm just so sweaty. Um, but yeah, it's the tribulations in life that Scorpios have been through makes you stronger, like the oak, right? Very solid, very, you know, it gives you more power. Knowledge is power. Thank you, Spirit. Knowledge is power. And that's the very, very truth of it. People get scared of people that are, you know, or intimidated. Well, that's on them. Don't worry about it. You stay on your path and stay focused, right? Yeah, 3 of Earth down, compensation. Somebody's not putting into this. It's about the comfort and home, or I'm feeling like it's a worry, a real worry for someone. Worry is a wasted energy, right? Wasted time. Don't worry. Stay present, yeah? But that could also be bad counsel in that card. The raspberries, right? Something like a raspberry. I don't know, like a all right, well, either way, they stopped. The 3, more than likely, or the group of people have stopped putting into this or something. Well, that's what it's about. Yeah, the Fool, antique. Somebody took a chance in the past. They weren't happy at home. They took a leap of faith, right? There was too much rain, too much fecundity, too much sadness, and you know, I feel like a lot of you were sensing something ominous in the past, and your senses, your spidey senses, right? Your superpower, told you, you know, you knew, you know, there was a butterfly on that, you know, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. Yeah. And somebody kind of went within. Okay. I like it. 6 of air down, 7 of earth. Yeah. Dealing with the heaviness of everything, right? Really working hard on getting out of there, being diligent, being willful, right? And endurance is absolutely needed, you know? Don't stop kind of thing. I'm feeling dead center in the reading. We have the Emperor. Good omen right over it. Taking control, bossing up. This could be a father figure. It could be a boss or a leader. Usually it's a father figure, but you all have different scenarios out there, yeah? All right, we have another 3. So more than likely there's 3 culprits here. Yeah, party's over. Well versed. Somebody is standing in their truth. They're standing strong. They're not dealing with the bullshit. You know? No, but somebody's holding on. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Saving. Somebody's having maybe a hard time with money. A lot of people are having a hard time with money these days, right? The price of gum is almost $60. I mean, it's friggin' ridiculous. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but that's the point. Yeah, 2 of fire down, compensated, no plans to be compensated. They stopped putting in this teamwork, right? Yeah. Maybe you're part of it. I don't know, but I'm reading for the higher vibrationals. This is power and authority. 4s are like foundations of a, you know, it's all about the 4 corners, right? Home, safety, comfort. Show me what I need to see. And then I have workaholic here. And then I have time here with discipline. And look at all those clocks. Time is a peculiar thing, yes? feel like a lot of you have been waiting or working towards something, like waiting or in suspension, possibly. Maybe waiting for a result. Thank you, Spirit. Mm-hmm. For fire, it's definitely all about the home. This is good news, however, in some cases. But it's about marriage. It's about family. It's getting old. Somebody took a leap of faith. I'm sorry to say. It's in the cards. Yeah, there's no clarity. People are confused, possibly. They don't want this beginning, right? Because this is truth. And if it's reversed, it's over a big fat lie or lies, something. They're not standing in their truth, but yet here you are, speaking your voice, standing in it, strong. I love that Scorpio resilience, I guess I could say. I love that. You're resilient over this. You've endured a lot. Wow. Okay. That's how it's coming out. 7 of fire down. Yeah. Guilty AF. Weak AF. No defense. Yeah, there's a good omen over this for you. Speaking your voice. Stick with it. That's what the cards are saying. Stick with it through these times coming. There's a good omen over this for you. Something to look forward to, Now, these lies, these possibly pathological liars, because I get that a lot in Scorpio's readings, where they don't know their ass from their elbow, and then they get all tongue-tied in these lies, and they can't even keep up with them themselves, Yeah. But that's why they have no defense, because they can't keep up with it, too. I feel like it is getting old. People are starting to see it. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. Thank you. Haya, fire down. 1 more. Hayas are pages or kids, right? Or we could be adults and be the child in the family. So it's going to have to depend. But Haya, fire down. Yeah, I feel somebody's well-versed. They're teaching lessons all over the place here, I feel. If people would just open their eyes and wake up. But this one here, I feel like some people don't want to self-reflect, maybe, or I feel like the intention of things was of a bad magic, bad spells, bad, whatever that is to you, But if they were kids, we can't blame kids, right? Because kids grow up. So there's that. It's the adults that need to take the responsibility, because once you're an adult, you know better. If you know right from wrong, period. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Somebody could be spending solitude time. Yeah. A lot of time alone, maybe. Introspection. Yeah. Lighting the light for somebody. Somebody's trying to light the light for somebody. Somebody's trying to be a teacher, but there's no plans about compensation somehow. Yeah, these people, forget it. Madre of fire. Oh yeah, it was black magic. People don't realize that spells, hexes, and curses very well can be spoken into reality. Right? Now, this is not taking action at the same time. And time is being represented on here. That's the herb, right? So, and then here's time. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm feeling out of that, but time, endurance, willpower, growing out of a rock. Wow. All right, something's getting old. Somebody may be getting old. Okay. Wow, that was cool. I got a whole bunch of it once. I like it when that happens sometimes. All right, so yeah. All right, so I had Madre Madre of Fire, which is the Mother of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands, right? And then I have the King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands is learning some lessons here, whether they admit it or not. But this is taking action of learning, researching, staying stable. Knowledge is power, kind of thing. That's coming through again. And this King of Wands is looking right at it, right? Right at that book of knowledge, the book that, that's endurance. I feel ancient knowledge. Okay. Yep. Definitely family or home or what could be represented, like live-in contracts, even if it's not family. Yeah. So this is also a teacher, right? This emperor is either taking charge, being the teacher. I think it, actually, I feel like that is going to go both ways for a lot of you. Yeah, but somebody's well versed over that spilled blood, spilled milk, a lot of bloodshed. Yeah, discipline and time, holding on. Somebody's holding on to the sadness, the regret, the guilt, possibly, right? And somebody's well versed. Okay, it's a very dual energy there. Queen of Swords. Yeah, somebody wants to be compensated. This person right here, I don't feel like is playing. And that's more than likely why these three culprits have stopped, because this Queen of Swords, I feel, is speaking the truth, right? They may not like it, but it's too bad, so sad. Yeah, Pan, the devil, reversed. This is why somebody took a leap of faith. They broke the chains. They were under some kind of guise, some kind of witchcraft, some sort of hex, or something. It could be a family curse, which they say is technically like narcissism, right? Narcissism is a learned behavior. It could go back centuries for some of you, right? Maybe you're the chosen one, the star seed, the empath that is trying to light the light because you see right through it. You know it. Nice message. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I feel like somebody gave Pan a bath, whether he liked it or not, because he stunk. King of Swords. Now we have Queen of Swords and Kings of Swords. We have a lot of kings and queens. Could we be talking about several different couples or three couples or something? I'm getting an odd number, though, so you're going to have to place it. Anywho, this person's a big fat liar. This king fell off his throne, or he was never on it to begin with. And there's that pathological lie, right? These people have created these lies, and now they're dealing with the storms. Okay. They're dealing with it, whether you see it or not. They are. Yeah. This bad magic, this bad intent, it's shadowed intentions that I'm feeling. Yeah, this emperor, which I feel like in this case is you, has no drive or passion for this new beginning, right? On the other hand, I feel like it's the other way around as well. Somebody is the teacher here. There's a good omen over this. I like it. There's a good omen. You speak in your voice. And in the next few weeks, I feel like you might be, almost tested. We'll see what the cards have to say, but I'm kind of vaguely feeling that, or at least for a few of you. Here's another page. This page of Wands reversed. Oh, and there's 5 of Wands reversed. Yeah. Yeah, you dealt with a lot of toxic BS. You have. They don't like these messages. That's for damn sure. People in general, these pages, these couples who could be very well grown adults, right? If they're a couple, I would hope so. But anyway, I'm getting very almost irritated. Like maybe you're irritated with this shit, But they don't like these messages. They don't like you standing in your truth and speaking your mind. And too bad, so sad. You know, this whole world is built on a big fucking mask. You know, it's ridiculous. Who has a real conversation anymore in this world? You know, drives me crazy. Like, talk about real shit. Same thing about TV programs. They all suck. They're all like negative and hateful and murder and homicide and, you know, evil. And, you know, why can't we just have like a good old friggin' movie like we used to back in the day? I don't know. Anywho, back to the reading. Yeah, the party's over. There's no more competition and fighting. These people need to grow the fuck up. You know, there's no change of plans here. Or, excuse me, there's change of plans here, possibly for somebody. All right, change of plans. I like it. Change of plans. They can't fight anymore. For whatever reason that is. They can't attack each other. There's, you know, it's like war. The war's over, man. Get fucking over it. You know? Us Scorpios have been through the war. We've walked through hell. And we come out the other side and damn, it's nice out. You know? Yeah. They wanted to make people look crazy, out of their mind. You know, it was a big fat illusion. That little narcissist in Oz and Wizard of Oz behind the big old grandiose. He's just a little fucking peon narcissist after all, remember? That's the whole story. Right? Hold on, card down. Ugh. All right, so all right, that was up. So yeah, the grand illusion, you know. Somebody broke chains, they took a chance. We have 2 full cards on the table. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Somebody definitely, and the Fool represents innocence. Like, these people were attacking this person for what? You know, just to be cruel and stupid. That's what I get. There's no communication here. Things have stopped. Yeah, because all the, you know, somebody's on to them. Did they get caught? Some of them they did. And if they're not caught, they're going to be. As long as you stand in your truth. That's inevitable, period. Yeah, there's a lot of aggression. People are pissed. Too bad. So sad. Good omen over this for you, however. They want to attack you, but they can't. They're weak. See? They're low vibing south node. Unfortunately, these people are in our own families. Yeah. Weak. Scared. Timid. I feel I just heard somebody used intimidation techniques or some sort of domination. That's fucked up. Yeah, I hope that's not for everybody. Somebody's well versed over this shit. Somebody's stuck to the guns. It's been a long time now. I feel like everything on the planet is kind of coming to a head, you know, coming to a halt. Right? What do you have for Hermit here? And we can move on. I got 2 cards. All right. 8 of Swords on the bottom. Yeah. Some of you might feel like you're trapped. You know? You're not trapped. Stand in your truth. Maybe it's them. Right? They don't know what to do. They need to heal. That's what they need to do. It's just stupidity. Grow the fuck up. You know? Queen of Wands. Again. Ding, 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 ding. 4 of Swords down. Somebody's not doing very well. Some people may be sick out there. This could be very much a mental illness. It doesn't have to be a mental illness that's being highlighted, although it's in the card. I don't feel like somebody's not doing good. It's about feeling better, right? Taking charge of that. This Queen of Wands, however, because I had this one over here, ding, 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 right? This one I feel could be you, male or female watching. I don't give a shit. Taking charge of it in your solitude time from all the bullshit, you know? It's about recovery. Somebody wants to be compensated. They went through a lot of shit. And, you know, it seems like whoever this is deserves it. You know, these pieces of shit don't want to give it up. I feel very superficial. It's all about money and greed and selfishness. You know, it's really sad that people are in this world and that's how they roll. That's how they roll. Like, look at Hollywood. When is it enough money? When is it enough? You can be happy with what you have. It doesn't matter how little. I'm walking, breathing, living proof of that. hmm hmm I'm not exactly where I want to be in life, but I'm a hell of a lot further than where I was, and I'm on my way. hmm And you should. I feel like you are too. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna switch decks. I don't know the name of this deck. This is what it looks like if you want to look it up online. It's an oracle. I don't know how many cards. It only has a few. There's not very many. I've had it for a while. I just haven't used it in a while. Show me what I need to see from my Scorpio collective, please and thank you. I got two. I don't usually take two of these. All right, cool. We got amethyst. I like it. Representing spiritual growth, intuition, and sobriety. I like it. The amethyst reminds us to stay sober and to tap into our own intuition and grow spiritually. Yeah, in AA meetings, they tell people all the time to carry amethyst if they have a hard time drinking or, you know, alcoholics or whatever. I thought that was really good, useful information when I learned that. Crow, representing magic, mystery, and the power of the unknown. The crow reminds us to embrace the unknown and to tap into our own inner magic. Ah, I like it. Some of you are into ravens and crows. I just kind of picked that up. Yeah, it's okay. So, anywho, I'm going to move on. I'm going to give you one of my newer oracles here from my Forest Elf deck. What do you have for Scorpio? Well, I got two of these. Okay. The first one is the Celestial Dance, understanding the interconnectedness of all beings. Yeah, the spiral, right? The connectedness and the spiral, right? I like it. You can snapshot that if you choose. I also have another one here that came out. It's called the Forest Heart, connecting with the essence of life and vitality. Yeah, getting your drive back, feeling better after this nightmare, this mess, whatever that is. You know, when you're focused on something, Scorp, I'm telling you, man, you're focused. All right, I am going to give you an eternal crystal. I really like these. I have a lot of friends of mine that love this deck. Hopefully you do too. What do you have for Scorpio? Thank you. Fuchsite, number 17. It's all about healing, man. I told you. Thank you, Spirit, for validating. Yeah. Don't forget to flip flop your energies and genders should you need to. Fuchsite. You might want to go down to your nearest metaphysical shop if you don't already have a piece and pick up a piece. They're only a few bucks after all, depending on the size and everything. It's you can afford it if you choose to. You are a natural born healer. You heal with your words, your actions, and your energy. You can make a difference in other people's lives, and now is a great time to learn about natural remedies, counseling, teaching, and medicine or healing in some form. Remember also that you can also conduct healing work in more subtle ways in your everyday life. You don't need to be a doctor or a nurse to be a healer. You may be a great listener or have a gentle, compassionate energy, which greatly benefits your friends or coworkers or family. Whatever form of healing you do for others, either consciously or subconsciously, be wary of becoming too drained. Mm, yeah. hmm Make sure you find balance between giving to others and nurturing yourself. You can express yourself openly and honestly without hurting others. You may need to stand your ground and say no at times in order to honor your true feelings. Fusite is associated with your heart chakra. It's also known as the healer's stone, and it's shown up to let you know that you are a healer, and also to let you know that you need to prioritize healing yourself as well. So take some time out, recharge, rest, and renew your energy. Yeah. Yeah. See, I feel like a lot of you star seeds, empaths, healers, right? You're all like you're watching this, there's a reason for you to be going through this, you know, everything's for a reason. There's no coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. Tell me what I need to say. I'm going to give you a rune. Very cool. This kind of goes with the trees in my background. Yes, I do wish you luck, Kathy. Yeah, I'm sorry that you couldn't see the ending of the video. You can always come back and watch the ending. It doesn't matter. But here's the back of the card. Right, kind of cool. Those little wicked, there's I don't know, I don't know why I said wicked, but those apples, we're coming into abundant season, right? September. Anywho, Avalon apples. Line your seeds of passion up row by row. Time moves differently when you nurture what you love and grow. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to turn it around and show you. You can snapshot it if you choose. There is a little mantra on the bottom. It says, meditate with ruby ziacite to awaken the heart's yearning. Okay. That's cool. I like this a lot. You've been through a lot, Scorpio, Keep on trucking. I was just saying this in somebody's reading recently. There's, remember, I can picture her face. Elizabeth Taylor, right? She had a famous saying, you get up, you put on your lipstick, and you make yourself a drink. And in a lot of ways, that's true. And if you're into non-alcoholic, of course there's water, man. Just pour yourself a big glass of fucking water, take your shoes off, and go ground yourself outside. You've been through a lot. You deserve to be pampered and treated with respect. And a lot of these pieces of shit, are in my own family. So I get it. Not everybody in my family, obviously. But anywho, those are your messages. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.